Well, friends, I just finished part one of my workout, the 6-day. I do a 3-day on, 1 day off, 3 days on, 1 day off. Today I walked for 15 minutes at about 4 miles an hour. Then the next 15 minutes I slowed the pace and did 3 5-minute rounds non-stop, never dropping the hands, of what I call street boxing. A little weave and never stopping, throwing in a series of 12. Then it's 1, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. Downward strike and a hook. Downward strike, then a hook, and the last set is in middle block with the hook. Then drop down, did 230 straight knuckle push-ups, good ones. Then 230 leg raises. And I was about to start. Oh, this is terrible. I really feel terrible even doing this. But I have to ask you a favor, which I'll get to in a moment. I remembered today is December 7th, and it was December 7th, 2010, that I lost my dear beloved cat, Mr. Bigglesworth. Now, I'm not speaking of the Mr. Bigglesworth you knew in the movie with Dr. Evil. I'm talking about his grandson. In the movie you saw R.T. Bigglesworth. The cat that I raised since infancy was R.J. Bigglesworth, as I said, his grandson, who left Dr. Evil and his grandfather because they were evil. They served the Zionist Anglo-American Empire. So he came to me, and he was the most beloved cat you ever saw in your life. In fact, I had a piece of silver that I purchased, along with 12 bottles of the finest brandy, Cavassier, from the north of Spain. And I had it molded into 25 pounds, the exact replica of Mr. Bigglesworth, as an ode to his memory, because I really loved that cat. We were very close. Now, Mr. Bigglesworth wasn't the fastest of cats. However, whenever my ex-mother-in-law, and of course she was Jewish, came to the house or even entered the condo in the Galleon on the Gulf Ocean Mile, which was really a gorgeous place. It was almost 4,000 square feet, but I was making a lot of money because I was a correspondent lender at the time. When she got off the elevator, Mr. Bigglesworth actually darted. He jacked up the speed to about 250 miles an hour and hid. Who knows where? It could have been in a closet, under the couch, under a bed. It was a 3-bedroom. He could have been in one of the bathrooms. It was 3 bathrooms. And he hid and stayed there until my mother-in-law ex-mother-in-law had left the building. That's how keen he was. That's how he could sense evil from a long distance away. Oh, by the way, he had reacted the same way whenever he smelled a bagel or lox and cream cheese or cabbage soup. So what I'd like you to do is please bow your head in silence for me and say a prayer that this wonderful kitten comes back. And by the way, let me tell you what happened to him, because it's a terrifying story. Yep, it was December 7th, 2010, the day of my Pearl Harbor, when the Israeli Mossad kidnapped Mr. Bigglesworth, cooked him in a Hunan sauce, and served him on a plate in a Chinese restaurant in Woodbury, Long Island. Yep, the Zionist Jews ate well that night. I'm sure they washed it down with some cheap Manischewitz, and the waiter probably got a $2 tip, but that's the way it is. So say a prayer, because they say cats have 9 lives. Let's see if it's true. Say a prayer for the return of this beautiful, wonderful, look at that beautiful face, Mr. Bigglesworth. Please. And while you're bowing your head, say a prayer also for the oppressed peoples of Palestine who were enslaved, raped, robbed, and brutally murdered by the nefarious, cantankerous, heinous, evil, and insidious Ashkenazi Jews of Israel. Thank you for your prayers, for those who prayed. And let's see if Mr. Bigglesworth returns. Thank you.